So due diligence is a period of time at the start of the project before you've purchased a site or before you're financially locked in, so that you can have time to undertake investigations and understand any constraints or financial implications with your project. It really highlights things that you need to be aware of. I mean, different parts of the city or the regions have different constraints. In Hamilton City, we've got constraints with wastewater, so that's a really key thing to find out right at the start of the project before you spend too much money. But the other benefits are engineering related, to understand the cost implications of what you want to do and to give you the chance to review your fees for the project and figure out if it's really feasible for you or if there's anything else you need to factor into your budget. These things all come to light right at the start, which is really nice to understand instead of surprises through the project. First of all, we find out what the client wants to do so we can understand the project. And then we'll consider what kind of due diligence investigations we need to complete. And then we'll put those to the client, and we can do as little or as much as they want us to do. And we'll make our recommendations for what we think needs to be done. And then once all our investigations are complete, we can report back to the client, and then they should have a good picture of what it's going to be like to launch into the project. In a feasibility consultation, first we like to understand what the client would like to do with the piece of land, and then we can make recommendations for other options that they may not have considered. And then we can price the types of investigations that we think are required. For example, our planning team will take a look at the district plan requirements and the subdivision, any lot sizes, and also check if there's any fish hooks like archaeological sites or contaminated sites, possibly heritage matters to consider. And then the surveying team can look at the lie of the land and survey what the ground conditions are like, and any underground services can be marked out prior to the survey so that our Geotech team have an understanding of the land, any sloping parts of the land or any constraints on the land for their reporting and testing. It actually doesn't take as long as you might think. We really need 2 to 3 weeks, and then we can launch into our investigations and report back to the client. Occasionally, if there's something complex, like the site is very sloping, we may need some more time for further investigations, but generally 2 to 3 weeks would be fine. So if you're thinking of purchasing some land or making an investment in a project, come to us. We've got a great team of experts that can help you out with your project.